Page 21, good news. Things are getting a little more involved. Each piece gets a little more challenging. Well, let's go through our routine, or my routine actually. So I see it's 1 page long, but there's a repeat sign, so it's going to be longer than that. Treble and bass clef, 3/4 time signature, and we have a pickup beat. We're coming in on beat 3, so the first 2 counts should be someplace, and they are at the bottom. The last measure. I want to check each hand first to make sure we understand what each hand is doing. Right hand, yours here. When it comes in, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It comes up on beat 3 because there's a rest, huh? So much for the right hand. Let's see what the left hand is doing. You're here. 3, 1, 2, 3, and you rest for a while, and then you get an A and a D together. It's a dotted half note, so hold it down for 3 counts, and then a B and a D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest. Is pretty much the left hand. Put them together. We're here. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. See, when you put them together, then they start to make a little more sense. Again. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Now that last line, because of all those tied notes, there's a lot of overlap. So the last line is like 3, 1, 2, hold that down, hold that down, hold that down. See, you're overlapping there because of the tied notes. Yeah, that's kind of important. Now once I have the notes and the rhythms, I go through and get rid of the hesitations. So it's a steady beat. And then I think about the articulation. Well, here it's the slurs. Lift up. So just lift up. Just a little lift, like taking a breath. 1, 2. You get the idea with the lifting up? Okay. Then I think about the dynamics. And again, I don't like the way they're doing the dynamics. That F belongs between the stabs. It applies to the melody. So in the first full measure, you don't need that F because you're already forte. You're already loud. Because all of that's melody, and you can figure that out by the words. If there's a word there, it's melody. But then when I do that, that's got to be soft here in the left hand. Then I get soft. You don't need the second soft, you're already soft. And the left hand now is very soft. And you come up to moderately loud in the right and soft in the left. Now loud. And then in the last line, you're starting this loud, but you see that long hairpin? That means you're going to gradually get softer, and you want to be soft then for the last couple measures or so. So you're loud, a little soft. Now you see, by the time I get to that, do that again, now I'm soft. So I'm dying away, and you have to plan it out or you'll be soft too soon. You'll be, see, I'm soft already, and I don't want to be soft yet. So loud, come down to sort of loud, sort of soft, and soft, soft. And once I have the dynamics, I think about the speed. Moderately fast, whatever that, well, it's good news, I guess, huh? If you're going to sing it, how fast would you sing it otherwise? Somewhere in there, I think. Now at the bottom, the last couple of measures, it says much slower. Just all of a sudden, you're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, much slower. Just, you know. Don't drag it. Don't take it so slow. It just, ugh. But it's slower. Now the repeat. And we'll talk about that at the end of the 3rd line. So you're going to go back to the beginning and play all that again. There's a note at the bottom where you can play the left hand an octave higher if you want. There's a couple decent reasons for this. One is when we repeat things, it's nice to change something if we can. So we're not playing it exactly the same twice. because otherwise, why are you playing it twice? Well, sometimes it's the form of the piece, it has to be. But a lot of times we just change something. Now, we can't change the notes of the rhythm, but we can change the articulation or the dynamics or something like that. Here, we're going to leave the dynamics about the same, but what we can change is they're telling us to move the left hand up. So we're changing where the left hand is. Instead of here, you're going to be up here. You're up here. Okay. Well, that means we're moving the hand. We have to deal with that. Now, we do practice hand moves in piano when we need to, because you can't mess up the beat because you're moving the hand. Not allowed. So when you finish the third line, here, you're going to repeat. The left hand's got to come up here. Well, you're going to lift up anyway for the phrase, you little lift. Well, so when you lift up, you move. Lift up, and not a quick jerky motion or nothing, just lift up. You need to know which fingers are involved and where you're going. So from here, I'm going to go to here. Little finger on that note. You have to practice that because you just get just a moment. So I'm here at the end of the third line. Repeat. I'm just lifting up. Then after I've repeated it, I played it the second time, I'm up here. And I go to the third line. I want to go back down here. I'm going back down here. So I just lift up and move. Again, I'm going from here to here, little finger. So now it doesn't tell you to go back down for the third line. I'm just interpreting it that way. You could, if you wanted, stay up for the third line and not move. Play the third line up here. If you want. I like to practice moving my hand here. I think that's important. So I would encourage you, if you can, go ahead and come down. On the other hand, you don't have to move that left hand at all. You can play the whole thing with the left hand down here too, if you'd prefer. But this gives us a chance to practice at moving the hands around a little bit. Please don't copy me. You get into it and you make it yours. Remember the natural accent? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. At the beginning, it should sound like to hear. To hear. Otherwise, they'll take the first notes, first beat of the major. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's not. It's got to be the to hear. Feel the natural accents. They're really important. Let's play this together very slowly and check all the notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I am going to move the left hand to give a practice at that. So I'll give us 2 counts because we're coming in on beat 3. Ready? Go. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2.